If you guys want the fastest way to improve your aim, get some Control Freaks for cheap. Use code Goblin for 10% off and improve your aim today. Link in the description. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to the Call of Duty World War II video. Now in today's video, a lot of people have been asking me, when is this coming out? When is that coming out? And of course, I don't have all the answers either, but there's a lot of stuff right now that's currently pending, I guess you could say, in World War II. Stuff that they have talked about, Michael Condrey, Sledgehammer Games, whether it's on Reddit, through Twitter, however, they have talked about a bunch of different stuff, and it's basically a waiting game now until these different updates come out. So I want to talk about all that in today's video, as well as touch a little bit on the Resistance Division and my thoughts on that. Hope you guys will enjoy today's video. If you guys can smack that like button, let's go ahead and go for 78 likes. That would be awesome if we could hit that. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed, and let's talk about it. So I wrote down in my notepad here a couple of different things and that we're still awaiting right now in Call of Duty World War II. Now the first one is one that I get asked about every single day, which is the DomExile playlist. Now what the DomExile playlist is, if you don't know, it's basically domination. They were going to make a separate playlist and test out domination being 100 points per kill. Now this was announced weeks ago. They said it was coming and it still hasn't come out. I'm not really sure why, what's the hold up on that. I checked through the playlist with the Resistance event. It is not there, so I'm not sure when this Domination XL event actually is going to come or what they're doing with that. It seems like they're just kind of ignoring it, so I'm hoping this, they don't just write this off. I mean, once they announced this, they announced it was coming, and maybe they had to update something, maybe there was some glitches with it or something along those lines, but this should be coming because they have announced it, but they haven't addressed it in a while, so that does get me to worry. Hopefully they make a statement about when this DomExile actually is coming out, because I've looked through all the different game modes in the Resistance event. Of course, we have in Prop Hunt, we're having a bunch of different other stuff, but this DomExile is something that needs to be tested, because domination at 50 points per kill, it just isn't right. Straight up, it just isn't right. It should be at least 75 points per kill. I think it's been 100 points per kill in every single Call of Duty game except Infinite Warfare, where it was 75 points per kill, and then if you ran Hardline, it would become 100 points per kill. So, still waiting on that DomExile. Unfortunately, I don't have any news about that one, so we're just going to have to wait and see, and hopefully, it comes out soon and they start testing that out. Next one is a score streak buff. They've talked about score streak changes, and they've said that right now, currently at their studios, that's what they are working on. They are working on making these score streaks more balanced. Now, that could involve different stuff. They've talked about whether to lower the cost of certain score streaks to buff the damage of them, or the abilities that they do, and different stuff like that. Michael Condrey actually made a slick sort of statement today where he said, grease off your flak guns, basically saying get your flak guns ready. Now flak guns is a kill streak in the game which is used to destroy other kill streaks. It's basically like the EMP of Call of Duty World War II. So that could mean a couple of things. How I interpreted that when I saw grease off your flak guns, I interpreted it as score streak buffs are going to be coming, and the flak guns, because it's right now it's literally a useless kill streak. I mean, I don't think I've even seen people run that or use it, because there's not enough kill streaks in the sky to be able to use that, especially in domination, of course. In other game modes it might be, but grease off the flak guns, to me, I interpreted it as score streak buffs are coming and they're working on that, which they've announced. Some other people thought that this could mean that defend the headquarters mode could be coming. Now this is something that's been talked about and was actually leaked in the files or something way back. Basically what this is, if you're unaware with it, and I don't really know all the details, but they're supposedly going to do some sort of mini game where randomly in the headquarters it gets attacked and you have to defend the headquarters, and then if you do it, you all get like a bonus of a social score or something like that. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure completely. I think that would be really cool, except for the fact that when my headquarters is going to be attacked, pretty much everyone's going to be AFK, and I think we're probably going to die. So that's one issue there. Of course, AFK people are in the headquarters quite a bit, or people that just sit there doing jumping jacks or whatever, trying to farm up the social score, because that's what the headquarters is, sort of a mini game in itself right now, to farm up the social score. Now me personally, I don't really care about social score that much. The bonuses aren't that good. Of course some of them are like 15,000 armory credits, but that's once you get way up there. You have to grind so hard to get to those ones, and so that's what this could mean. Score streak buffs are on the way. They have announced that, and they're working on it. They didn't give us a timeline, but that's one thing we're waiting on, as well as this potential defend the headquarters thing. Now, the next thing is the new divisions. Now, the new division is the resistance division into Call of Duty World War II, and honestly I want to talk about that one for a minute because they've also hinted at the potential of adding another division which would increase sprint out time. Now basically when they talked about sprint out time, they said that it was designed like that, it was designed to be slow for the boots on the ground action, that they won't be changing it, but they said it's a potential, something they've been thinking about is doing another division, which now would be the 7th division, I think, because we already have 6 with this new one, that would improve sprint out times and other stuff like that. And I think that is a dope idea. I mean, Airborne is sort of your rushing division right now, rush-in division, not Russian division, because of course you can run faster, use SMGs, but I think something that improved your sprint out time or something other than that, there is some cool ideas for divisions. I want you guys to, I want to open up the comment section down below. Let me know what some ideas you guys have for divisions, new divisions, because I think they're coming. It's only January right now, so we're only 3 months into the life cycle, and we already got another division. That means probably 2 or 3 more are going to come within this year, if they keep up with that. If next event, maybe the summer event, has another division. So I think that there's definitely potential for that one. As far as the resistance division, I want to talk about that for a second because I think that one was sort of a miss and unique, because I don't know why they made that the division, because that division is based around pistols and being able to knife people with a tactical knife and all that sort of stuff. But the thing that's really weird about that division, I understand what they're trying to do with having 6th Sense and Scrambler, but the fact is that division pretty much sucks right now, because whenever when I'm playing against someone and you see your mini-map start to get scrambled, someone is in your vicinity, someone is near you, and the more scrambled it gets, the closer they get to you. Now of course the counter to that, or not the counter, but the way that they see it is they have 6th Sense to see where you're at, but basically it counters out each other, because sure, they might have 6th Sense on me, but I have the scrambled radar, which is not as good as 6th Sense, but almost, because of how it fades in and out. And I know people are coming up to me to try to knife me. So it sort of is a really dumb class setup, because it's a class that's made for close range with pistols and knives. But when you get close range, you alert the other people that you're there with the Scrambler. And Scrambler never worked. They tried to do it. I think the last time Scrambler's been in the game was Modern Warfare 2, and it didn't work out then. People loved it at the start, and then they realized, wait, this is giving away my position, and then after that, it was barely ever used. So that Resistance division, I don't really understand where they were going with that one. And I hope that divisions in the future, if they are to make more, which I would bet that they are more guided towards overall play and not such a niche thing, pistol knifing. It's just so weird that they put their time into making a division just for pistols and knifing. Doesn't really make sense to me. Some other stuff that we're still waiting on this game becomes with the DLC. There's 9 new camos. They've been leaked. They've been confirmed. There's camos coming, I would assume, to supply drops. Maybe they could be in a community contract or something like that. But these have been leaked for a while, and they're still not coming out. I hope those are coming soon, because it's like the camos are dry. I've talked about this in other videos. There's also a ton of heroic weapons in the game right now. They are in the game right now. They just have to hit the public, or hit the button to release them. And there's a bunch of different heroics of all your favorite guns. They got the Grease Gun Candy 2, the PPSH Iron Curtain 2, a bunch of different cool variants, and a lot of heroics. I think some epics too, but mostly a lot of heroics, which I believe are going to be released over time. It's interesting because we haven't had any. Back in IW, they would do these drops where they would release 12 new variants in, but in this game, we haven't got any variants at all, except for, of course, when we get a new gun, you get 3 variants with that new gun, of course, because it's brand new. But for the traditional guns that we've had in the game the whole time, still no variant. So that's one thing that's in the game as well that we are waiting for. And of course, there are more DLC weapons. There's about 5 DLC weapons right now that are, probably going to come out with the next event, I would say. And that's all the stuff we're waiting for right now in this game. So the timeline on this stuff is we don't really know, but thanks to all the leaks and stuff like that, we know what is coming. And it looks like with these different updates, a couple to the game, the DomExile, the score streak buffs, stuff like that, I think those will be positive changes to the game. And as far as the DLC, honestly, I'm actually very excited for the camos, the new heroics, and the new DLC weapons, because I think those are the supply drop system in this game is one of the best best that it's been, because it gives people who actually play the game a chance to earn them without having to spend your bank account money like you did in Black Ops 3. And in Black Ops 3, you had to spend your money just for a chance at it. The reason why Black Ops 3 supply drops were so successful is because the guns they put out were so damn cool. And in a game like World War II, when they're not making as much money off the supply drops, they kind of lack and slack with the guns, and they're not as cool. So they have to find a balance there. But these are all the updates that we're still waiting on in Call of Duty World War II. Timelines, you know, you just have to guess and estimate. All this stuff should be coming within the next couple of months, probably before summertime, and you know, it'll be released periodically. So let me know what you guys are most excited for in the comment section down below. I'm super excited for the new heroics and the score streak buff. Those are what I'm looking for. Thanks for watching. Drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. It's time for Cookie and Don't Lookie, and I'm out. Peace.